We are here for another project, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to see if you guys can guess. This is going to be another addition to the in project. Now, I had some green left over from my previous project, so I poured it in here. And so I have all of my colors mixed up. And for this piece here, I'm going to pour just a little bit in each one of these little spaces. And then we're going to let that cure. And then we're going to pour a solid color over top of it. So I'm going to go ahead and get those poured in there. I think I'm going to use a pipette if I can, or maybe, just maybe, I can spoon it in there without making too much of a mess. All right, so now those all have to cure. And then I need to put the green in here up to the edge. And this, without going over. Getting so excited for you guys to see this project. The whole project, not just this one. I kind of waited to the end. I still have two little projects that need to be done here. But this one I'd already started because I had the extra green left over. And it was a lot, so I just poured it in here. Some of that powder in there still. Okay. Now that all has to cure before the next step. All right. So I need to set this aside so it's out of my way. Get this off so it's out of my way. Not using these, so I might as well move them out of the way for right now. Set this over here, and this, I need to mix a color in here. What color should I make this? It's getting quite warm, so I need to get a color in it. I think I'm going to use the blue. So, might as well pour this in here. And this is resin. This is not UV resin, so just so you know, I opted for regular resin this time. This is the Let's Resin casting resin. All right, that's done. Let me pour some in here. I don't know how much of this I'm going to need. And I don't want to make it all blue if I don't need to. And where is it? Oh, here it is. Sky blue. I had figured out these these glow-in-the-dark powders. The gritty ones are the ones that have green in them. The yellow-green. And then the ones that, if you put too much in them, you're going to have a ton of fallout. You don't need very much. When you use a ton of it, it's hard to get it to mix. I've been using this stuff every day now. You still get a glow, and it's still really bright, and you don't need very much. And you don't need to break it down with alcohol or any of that. Just don't use so much. You're still going to get the glow you need. Whoa, horsey. Do I need to? Yes, I need to cover that. So I'm going to need some more. This all out of here so I can know how much more I'm going to need. So, oops, I don't think I'm going to need very much. Okay, because we still have those. Well, I've got those colors mixed up, so but I got to pour that. All right. So just a couple shakes. I think we all just think that we need a ton, to make it glow. And that's not the case. And you can see just a couple shakes. Well, this is with Let's Resin. I don't know about other powders now. I know some of you have been using Temu. I don't know about their products, but I'm learning that with Let's Resin as I'm using these. Okay, now for the center thing. You guys figure out what this is yet? Let me get these little tiny pieces filled in first, and then that will make me decide what I need, because I need to let this degas a little bit. Get some of those bubbles chilled out. Okay, so these little characters here need to fill them. Okay, there's all of those. Now, here's where the fun part begins. We're going to use this. Gosh, am I even in frame? So basically what I did, if I wasn't, is I just took all those colors in my little pots right there and I just layered them all inside there. Is that not cool or what? Now, I got to figure out how I can make this straight because it's the mold itself is not. See that? I'll figure it out. All right, I need to mix up some more blue because there's not enough. And this is getting quite thick. Does that look full? I think so. All right, there's that. Now we get to figure out what to do with the little bits of leftovers here. Okay, guys, I think that does it for this. Now everything just has to cure and we'll come back. And I made a mess everywhere. All right, we'll see you when this cures. Probably morning, so we'll see you guys in the morning. All right, everyone, sleep well. See you in the morning. Bring your coffee. Okay. Good morning, you all. These are all cured. The only thing we have left to do on this one is to put a top layer on this, but before we do that, there are some little stars in here that I want to fill in, and we'll get to that. Let's get these all out of here so I can see what they look like. Sure hope that fits in there. Tried to make it as square as possible. We may have to trim some off the sides, which is not a problem. All right, let's get this back inside right, if I can. Just push it down my finger. See, it's just weird how that comes like that. So let's see here. Let me trim some off of this sides. See if that helps. It's just so off shape that, and it is still just a little soft. Oh, perfect. It's in there now. I don't think it's coming out either. All right, there's that. Let's get these little boogers out of here. They're so tiny. Have you guys figured out what this is yet? This is also going to be in my piece. Good Lord, that's tiny. All right, let's get those straight. All right, so there's all those. Let's figure out these little stars. I'm going to clean that up in the inside there from all the drippings. Okay, and I think I might just use pink. Just because, or orange. No, I think pink. I can't remember if I stirred up the pink. Yep, I did. I'm going to stir it up again. And we're just going to put some in here, so I don't have to mess with the squeezing. Okay. We're just going to go in there and we're going to fill in those stars. Like I said, we don't need very much because it's or I could just move it closer too. Guys, it's a little chilly here today. Actually got down below freezing. Can you believe it? Friday it was 88 degrees. Today it's freezing. I'm going to go ahead and try to do multiples of these and see if it'll stay in there. I actually have my heater on in here today. All right, I gotta get a little cleaner, dude. So I went over. All right, let's go ahead and cure these three. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys on pause. I'm gonna finish up these stars and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, they're all cured. So now we have to decide what color do we want to make the base. Now, I really contemplated whether to make it black, but I think by making it black, I think that's going to be too much because we don't have any black anywhere else on the project. And the purpose, I'm trying to think, choose my words wisely. The purpose of this project or this piece is to add to the spookiness of this whole project. So, I think what I'm going to do, because if you look at the base, look how it glows. It glows blue. And then here are these. And these are all going to glow a different color, obviously. And then you have this, which has all of those same colors in it. And so my thought process is that this either needs to be this color or it needs to be clear. And so I'm thinking that, and this color here is the sky blue. And so I'm thinking what I'm going to do is just mix up enough to fill that up and just put in a tiny bit of this sky blue so that it matches the base. Can you guys see all those colors in there? Are you guys getting tired of glow in the dark yet? Trust me, when it's all said and done, you guys will be going, oh my God. So the suspense is killing me too, because I want to get it together. So that's my thought process on this. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up the resin. And had I been thinking, I don't know if you guys watched Tammy over at Epoxy M3 that. She made some plugs with, different objects. Had I been thinking, I would have done that with this, because this piece will just basically sit on top of here. And had I been thinking, I would have made a plug for this out of this. And then I could have set that plug down inside there. Then when this is done, I could have had a place to just pop that right on top of there. But no, I wasn't thinking ahead. So, but for future pieces, I will definitely be making a plug if I make this again, which I'm sure I will. So there's that. So, okay, I will get the resin mixed up for that, get it poured and get it cured. And then we will come back to unmold that and then get this piece together. Okay. All right, guys. See you in a little while when I get this together. All right. See you in a little while. Okay, guys, we are back. All right. Get my cord out of the way here. So I've been busy while these have been curing. I got these little things put together. Basically, all it was is a wire thing, and you just glue it down inside there. So those are all done. And then I went around and I added some glow in the dark stickers. Grab my light here so you can see them. As you can see, and these stickers are old. I've had them for years. Surprised they actually still are sticky. So I did that. And then my whole plan was to stick characters on these. And for the life of me, I could not find any characters this small. So I went digging and I found this mold that is also very old. And it has pumpkins and ghosts and bats and stars and moons. So I went and I made one of each. And I think we're going to use the bats, the ghosts, and the pumpkins because I think they are going to be the best fit for this. And because no matter how hard I looked, I could not find anything that was small enough to fit on these. And, you know, these have to have a character sitting on them. And so that's what's going to be on these. So we got to glue or UV resin those on. This is the lid. And as you can see, it's not exactly round. It's still wonky. No matter what I tried on that as well. So let's get it out of here. See what it looks like. And you guys, and that's how these molds come in, because they stuff them into a plastic bag and they don't think that these are going to look that way when they come out of these bags. And so, yeah. And there's our top. And I was a little worried about putting that blue over top of that, but I think it's going to be fine. So that's what our top looks like. And then, of course, you know, that's supposed to sit on top of this, but we'll end up gluing it because it won't stay on there by itself. If I would have been thinking and made the plug, it would have had a perfect hole, and then I could have set it right down inside there. When I did the carousel from Into Resin, I showed you that, guys, that right? I drilled a hole in there and set it down on there. So, and I may still do that with this one too. So basically what we have to do is we have to screw these eye screws in here, and they have to be around here. So, because these are going to hang from here, so they have to be fairly symmetrical. So I'm going to get a cup here to set this on. Just like that. And then we're going to have to figure out where these need to go. So let's just lay these on here. One. Oh, and I put little stickers on the swings too. Two. Looks about right, right? This one could maybe come over just a hair. Pinky. Pinky. Stay there. Pinky. 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 It's a little bigger than a pinky. Pinky. You guys like my measurements? Use a pinky. This one could come over just a hair. How's that look? Looks pretty good, don't it? So now we have to determine where the little eye screws need to go. I think on this edge, if I'm not mistaken. And we got to remember when we hang them, they all need to be going the right direction. Okay, now we're just going to let that finish curing because it's still a little soft. And now we're going to glue our little characters in here. Get some UV resin here. I should have gloves on. Okay. Now Let's see if we can hang these on here and have them hang right. I just thought about that. So they need to hang correctly. Oh, yeah, perfect. You just need to open up these. Connect them. And then bend them back. This is the hardest part right here. All right, so there's one. Let's go this direction. So I'd really kind of like to get this done so we're not waiting. So I don't have to make you guys wait. I need to make this higher so I can reach it. No, that's not going to work. Let's try this. Yeah. I know you can't see, but bear with me here. This is hard to do and let you guys see too. Huh? How good is that? And then this sits on top of there like that. I'll have to glue it on there. Let me get my turntable. Okay, guys, here we go. I forgot to glue the sun and moons on the top of the things. So that's what the little carousel looks like with the little riders. What's this one doing here? Just turned. I'll have to adjust them all. But that's what it looks like. Sorry, guys. Trying to get my camera adjusted here. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? So that's one of my pieces that's going to go in this display. I wish I could have found some other characters to ride in the swings, but these will have to do on short notice. And then see, I put a star and a moon at the top of each one of the things. Isn't that cute? And then that's what it looks like glowing. And then each one of these little things down here all glow. Skeleton. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. What do you guys think? Pretty cool, huh? It's been a 2-day project, but it's cute. I like it. All right, guys, that's my project, one of my projects for my final project. It's going to go in there, so look for it. Not that you won't be able to see it, but all right, guys, that's my video for today. Let me know what you think, and we'll move on to the next project. It's also going to be a big one. There's actually 3 big pieces in this project, and so the next one's going to be a big one too. And then we're almost done. Woo-hoo! Then we get to put it all together. Aren't you excited? I am. Dying to show it to you. All right, guys. See you on the next video. You guys know what to do. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. It's free and you get to see cool videos like this. All right, guys. See you on the next video. Thanks for coming in with me on this. See you on the next video. Bye.